Good afternoon, how are you today? Greetings from Abuja, Nigeria. Today we just want to talk about the importance of language briefly. If you look at today, I don't know if you notice, there's a lot of parents, they are not teaching their children their language, which we call the mother tongue. The mother tongue is the language of your mother, of your father. It doesn't mean because maybe, let's say for instance now you are an Esan man or a woman and you're married from other tribe, you shouldn't speak a language to the children. It's very, very important that as Africans, we should begin really to take seriously the importance of the mother tongue, which is language, African language. It is very, very important because language is an identity. It's a physical and a spiritual identity. There are some things we say to somebody in English language that if you say the same thing in your mother tongue, maybe it could be Esan, Igbo, Hausa, Efik, or Ijaw for that matter. That words make a whole lot of meaning, a lot of difference. It goes into the person's spirit. There are some things, when you want to confuse your enemy, you learn to speak in your mother tongue. It's very important. There are some things that is hard to actually say in English language, that it's easier for you to even interpret in your mother tongue. So language is very, very important, the mother tongue. Why are we parents failing to teach our children our mother tongue? You can speak your mother tongue. Your mother, your father spoke the mother tongue for you. Why are you not teaching your children? Why are you not passing this to your children? English language, it is a foreign identity. Language is an identity. When you speak to somebody in English language, you speak to his heart. When you speak to somebody in his mother tongue, you're speaking to this person's spirit. It goes straight into his heart and mind. I encourage parents that we should take this responsibility very serious, because it's not good that in your own time your children lost their spiritual identity, which is the mother tongue, the language. And this is what we should teach our children as from early age. And if for instance, let's say you are from Esan land, for instance now, and your wife is Igbo, for instance, or Hausa or Yoruba for that matter, it's actually a privilege for you and your children now. Your children now have the privilege, to learn two language, to learn both Yoruba, Igbo, or the language for that matter. People say, there are children, if I speak my mother tongue and my husband is speaking Esan language to the child and I'm speaking Yoruba, the children will be confused. No, it is you that is thinking like that. The children are not like that. They are not thinking like that. The children, their mind is fresh. They will learn anything. They will learn that language. It's a privilege even if your wife, your husband is also Efik, and you both speak different languages. It's actually opportunity for your children now to learn two languages. In your own, you should make your mother tongue your language, not English language. English language is a foreign identity. So I see no reason why, as Africans, you're denying a whole generations their spiritual identity, which is their mother tongue. It never used to be like this. We need to go back to the basics and educate our children. Your mother taught you, your mother spoke to you at home in her mother tongue. Why are you not brainwashing the children, forcing everything Western into the children? African gave civilization to the world. Go and check history. We need to read history. Many of us, we are not studying our history. We need to read history. You're not just going to say, you know, I'm Esan, I'm from Yoruba, I'm Efik, I'm Niger, I'm this and that. What really makes you an Niger or an Esan person or Hausa for that matter? Let's study history. Find out who you are. Not from Western perspective, but by your own Esan-centric perspective, from your Esan perspective, from your roots. Understand who you are from your roots. You need to be proud of your background, where you come from. Very important. Let's learn our history. Let's study our history. You are not a European. If you like, you were born in America, born in England, wherever it is in Japan. You can take an African out of Africa. You cannot take Africa out of an African. You can take Esan man out of Esan land, but you cannot take Esan out of an Esan man. You can take an Esan man out of Esan land, but you cannot, I say that again, you can take Esan man out of Esan land. You cannot take Esan out of an Esan man or woman. You can take a Yoruba man out of a Yoruba land, but you cannot take Yoruba out of an Yoruba man. You are Esan, whether you are in Europe, whether it doesn't matter where you were born. If you like, you say you speak like a Igbo person. You understand? Kola nut is kola nut, even in Europe. It does not change its name, does not change its meaning. So why are we spending, parents actually spending millions just to erase everything about them that has to do with Africa? It's the reason why today a lot of people have misidentity. They don't know who they are. We don't know who we are. A lot of people are suffering from inferiority complex because as Africans, we've allowed ourselves, our history, to be dictated to us by accidents. You know, Europeans will never adopt an African language, but we are here, even in Africa. Nigeria is a major problem because if you go to many African countries, it's not like that. They speak the language with pride. So, friends, Africans, Esan people, let us, for God's sake, teach our children our mother tongue. It's very important because language is a spiritual identity. You need to pass this on to the next generations. And the only way to do it, it is to teach the children, the present generations, their mother tongue. Culture is very important. The culture is a way of life of a people. It is what money cannot buy. It is who we are. We cannot change it. So let us take the preservation of our culture. Let us take it. Let us be more serious about it. Let us work hard. Let us spend more money in research. Support organizations that are working hard to preserve your history. Sponsor these organizations. Sponsor researchers. Let us put our money where our mouth is. Here at enslavement.org, we are very committed to the preservation of Esan culture and history. We spend millions of naira working for the past 8 years because it's important. If we do not tell our stories, somebody will tell our story the wrong way. If you do not write your own history, your family history, if you do not tell your own story, somebody is going to tell your story the wrong way. It's the reason why, as Africans, as Esan people, we must learn to record our histories and preserve it by ourselves, because it is part of who we are and we must pass it on to the next generation. And language is one very vital identifications that we should pass on to the next generations. I'm a proudly Esan man. I speak my mother tongue fluently. I can even write it a bit, although I wasn't taught in school. So it's important. Let's go back to the basics, Africans. Hey, some people, let's go back to the basics. Some of you, as Esan, were pretending as if we were because it looks as if it's like inferior. What is this? Oria on a list of other son we are behaving as if we're man in butter. And they, to you feel like it's inferior to speak a sign in public. That's inferiority. It's not supposed to be so. Those are inferiority complex. You are supposed to speak your language. You know. When I know that I know this sound but there's this sound where. Where is this sound now? You know, so my friends, parents especially, what's the sound among wa? Because we hear some people, our own is too much. What's the sound among Noria Ibokanwa? I said, well, they were less than if you were acting in the meaning. It doesn't make sense. We are failing as parents, we're failing the next generation. Language is an identity. I encourage us to please, let's begin to speak language to our children. I'm the chief editor and publisher of enslavement.org. And please make a comment, and we encourage you to please carry on this conversation to your platform. Produce work that our people can actually use to teach their children languages. We appreciate that. Let's everybody get involved in this project of making sure we preserve the Esan language, the Esan culture. Thank you for listening, and may God bless us. Until next time, take care and subscribe to our channel and support the work that we do. We are open to collaborate with any Esan people. Just write us. Abokian. Until next time, I'm Ngũgĩ. Bye bye.